welcome back to Morningstar Mischief. This is Rossi. It is 5:46 a.m. here. I can't sleep. Going to stream now, instead of later because I have another stream scheduled for tonight. So it's gonna be that, and also I have a homework to type up. I have it handwritten. It's the last assignment before my final project, so I have to get that done and taken care of. Have it written, hand wrote it yesterday, the day before. Edited it. That's a weird thing to say. I got it edited yesterday, and so now it just needs to be typed. I can't speak and type at the same time. Okay. Sorry, was doing the housekeeping techno stuff on my phone. So where was I? Oh, I got it handwritten the other day, got it edited yesterday. Added some things, took away some other things that didn't seem necessary. Gonna type it up, probably edit it again. And then hello. And then submit it after I get it edited and looked at. And then over the next week, I probably won't be streaming. If I do stream, it will not be for very long, maybe an hour or two, because I have a final project to put together, and there's a few little bits that I have to redo, add, take with it's complete. Like every assignment helped us build up to the final project. But there were a few things that I didn't know how to do, and so I have to go through every single assignment, every single thing of feedback, and make sure that I action all that feedback, that I apply the format because I didn't know how the format was done, that I add things that I couldn't find before, but I needed to turn in something, so I turned in what I had and took the lower grade. But I have things now, so I'm going to be very much busy. And then the week after that, it's just two assignments. Well, it's not even two assignments. It is a wrap-up discussion post, and I don't think there's an actual assignment. I'll have to double check. But once I get the discussion post done, uh, that's it. Other than making sure I have all the feedback saved. And all of my edits that were in discussion post and just different things, to make sure that I have all the information and I can go forward and action this again, and go like retain this like for portfolio and for personal experience and have all those notes and discussions from my teacher, because there were a lot of discussions with my teacher and I want to make sure that I have all that information before I lose access to it. And then I am off school for a week. We have a week break. And during the week break, I'm not going to be doing anything Tuesday of my break, because I have doctor's appointments all day long. Like literally, it's all day long. So that's going to be lovely. Um, um, uh, lost my train of thought. On my break, I do have a little bit of housekeeping. Might be able to do it during the last week of term. We'll see. But after the housekeeping is done, because I set up and I make study plans for the next term. I go through, look through all the assignments, syllabi. I make a study plan, do work plans. So like every 2 months, there's like a week spent of me just getting ready for the next term before it starts. So might be a little bit busy week 8. But then my break off, other than Tuesday, I'll try to stream more or as much as I can. I don't want to spend too long in Horizon Zero Dawn, even though I do plan to like play through every single difficulty. But I do want to get through Horizon Zero Dawn and then get through Horizon Forbidden West. And then I plan to redo Metaphor v Fantasio because I thought that I had I think 16, 17, and 18 uploaded, and for some reason they didn't upload. So 1920, when I went to do it, there was nothing. There was no archival. There was nothing to put on YouTube. So I'm going to redo Metaphor. I'm going to start it on easy mode or storyteller mode, and then we're going to go through it again. Because the game is not balanced properly. And it irks me. But I might not do Metaphor until Metaphor might wait. I was playing Clair Obscur. School got really busy. And Clair Obscur takes like so much extra out of my attention that I couldn't do it at the same time. But I want to go back to that, but that might have to wait until like I have like time and like more of a break. We'll see. We'll see how like what court like streaming these games are going to have to fall heavily along the line of like how intensive is the course I'm currently in, and then how intensive is the game. And if I can pop it down to an easier mode, I'm going to pop it down to an easier mode. Uh, that's just how it's going to have to be. I'm going to I was waiting for that again. I think I'm just gonna play and get into it. So thanks for listening to me ramble, and that's the housekeeping, and we will as I hiccup, we will continue. Charger heart. I need a charger heart. Yeah, me for
Saving these for the trail.
Twitchy, 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 twitchy. What was I doing? Oh. Where's the road? Where is the road? There's the road. Why did I not loot these? Okay. That was aimed poorly.
Low and quiet does it.
Neck hurts. I need to get freeze rhyme. And there's a fucking rock breaker. Is he a corrupted rock breaker? He's a corrupted rock breaker. Well, this is gonna be a bitch. feel so bad for the corrupted machines. I really do. Neck hurt. I woke up with my neck hurting, and I don't really know why. I think I might have like slept wrong, but I don't really know how. How I did it.
Wet. But I tan this leather well. It'll keep.
Hmm. And there's Glen Hawks. Lovely. These be hard. And I don't have the... You're kidding me, right? Oh, neck. I don't think I've cleared that. What does that mark as me having cleared it? Huh? Um, mm,
We all have our place in the order of things.
The longer this split with the Shadow Carja lasts, the more prices will go up.
You wouldn't believe what people are charging for a good bolt of cloth these days.
The longer this split with the Shadow Carja lasts, the more
Hmm.
all.
I was gonna sell fucking resources. I am a dumbass. Freeze rhyme.
Probably going to need it. These are helpful. Bitter, though.
Hmm. Mm. Hey, yes, I have. I have probably over 1,000 hours in this game. This is an easy story mode playthrough because I was not having a good day last week. I just needed to play something relaxing and not have to think, and this was what I chose. But yes, I've played this game before. I love it. It's a favorite. Oh, my neck. Well, I've had Horizon Zero Dawn
Here they
since
come.
I think either day one or close to day one. So I played it on the PlayStation 4, and then I got the completed edition, and I played that. Oh God, she's great. I love her. She is one of my favorite video game heroines. Did I kill all the scrappers? That is valid. My first crush on a redhead was oh God, what's her name? I forget the actress's name, but she played Louise in Teen Witch. That was my introduction. I am in my 30s, actually. I don't know what counts as young or old, but yeah, my voice, I'm aware my voice sounds really young. I don't honestly know why I sound as young as I do. I still have people, like, doctor's offices call me and like I'm looking for such and such, and like I'm like, yeah, that's me, and it's like, no, like you sound too young. Like, where's your parents? Like, I promise you. Why?
Clever.
Mm. Mm. 嗯 Should not do that as quickly as I do. That is valid. And thank your sister for her service for me. Oh God, my neck. I'm gonna have a bad day today. Do I have any metal shards? Do not. Thank you for your service as well. Yep. I think I have an idea of how to make money.
Can't be too prepared.
I've played up to the just a little bit past the coal route, but I didn't get past that before I got my PlayStation 5 and sorry, voice activated thing activated. Where was I? Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, Horizon Forbidden West. I think I met Alva was the last thing I did. I just haven't, thank you. I just haven't, gotten the chance to get back into it. There were some other things I was trying to do, and then college got really busy. So, but I plan on streaming it after I finish this playthrough, like going into this game and then directly into the next. And I love Horizon Forbidden West. Alpha's annoying, but I do think of all the tribes. I tend to try to get all the side quests and errands. I've come to find out that the Hunter's Trials on story mode are not actually doable because there aren't enough machines at each location to be able to complete the trials. So I'm not going to be able to do those on this run, but I definitely tried to do things. Although doing story mode, like there were some like tools and things that I just like didn't do. Like I would like just brute force my way around or like just not do things. And I've learned better tactics on how to take out like the bigger machines by having the game on story mode, because then I can like actually have time to learn and like sit back and go, oh, that's how that's supposed to work. Oh, that's what that trick is supposed to mean. Oh, that's the best way to use that. So, I mean, I've been learning a lot, even though it's like easy, like story mode and chilled. Full health or health boost? Full health. It's about 100 hours or so. It's definitely, it doesn't feel like it, but at the same time it does. Like, it's weird, like looking at my trophies and not having like the full, like almost the full set. There was some trophies on the complete edition on my PS4 that I didn't finish because the wilds were a little tricky to finish. But again, playing on story mode, I've learned how to better use the tools and how to take down those bigger machines. So I think I'll be able to actually do the Hunter's Trials and get those last little trophies on this time around. There we are. I haven't played Burning Shores, but I don't like the little like cutscenes and clips I've seen of Seika. I just don't. And the fact that they've officially paired her with Seika when the entire game was about choice just rubs me the wrong way. And it's like Seika needed someone to like understand her and like be on par with her, and it's like you have that in Katalo. Like if that's what you wanted, like you have Katalo. Everyone loves him. And Seika is just like a reprinted Aloy that's annoying as fuck. But they already had like someone that would understand Aloy and like ugh. I don't mind the like romantic interests, but like it was so open before Seika, and it's like I don't care that it's a lesbian relationship. I care for the fact that it's like the entire game has been a game of choice, allowing fans to like ship her with whoever they want to ship her. And it just, them taking that away just really, really annoys me. And Seika is Aloy, like, light, and she's annoying. Like, every cutscene I've seen of her has been, like, her whining and, like, I don't know what to do, and it's like, okay, well, valid, but also shut up. I can see that, but Aaron to me is too demanding of her. I don't ship her with her Avad either, but Avad, like, the whole, like, I'm replacing you with Ursa thing just absolutely rubs me the wrong way. It drives me batshit. I always heavily shipped her with Nil because Nil understood the rage and the low anger in her. Oh my god. Avad's writing. And like people, I find it hilarious. I really do find it hilarious. People ship her with Fashav. Like, we have just a little bit of introduction of like her and Fashav and that little small meeting, but like there was so much more chemistry between Aloy. I love Nil. I don't care if he's unhinged. Even people that are unhinged deserve love and care. And he's not wrong. Nothing he says is wrong. He has a moral code. He has a limit to what he will and will not do. But like, it's no different. He just. He has a code, and he has a bigger code, and is less hypocritical than some of the other characters that are perfectly right and sane. Like, it just... Nil doesn't pretend to be something he's not. He just doesn't. Trying to clean my glasses. But so many other people in this game like to pretend that they're righteous and they're on the right side, but they're xenophobic pieces of fucking shit. And Nil isn't. Yeah, but Aaron has also demanded her to be something she's not. And other than calling her out for the hypocrisy of her finding justice, but him not having justice and closure for Ursa, which closure is such a fucked up word, I hate it. But it was fun, but there's no chemistry. Like, Banasha's doing it for fun. Petra came on too strong, and I know people in real life like Petra, and she rubs me the wrong way. I like her as a character, yes, which is valid. Aaron asking and calling Aloy out on her bullshittery is valid and perfect character, perfect. Like, she needed the reality check. He needed answers. Great. Perfect. But every other interaction is a demand of him. Like, a demand of her time. Like, he wants her to be something she's really not. And it's not even like Aaron is doing it maliciously. Varl does the same thing, and he's not really doing it maliciously. But they like see an ideal of her, and then like when she has moments when she doesn't meet that ideal, they get upset with her. Avad is very much the same way. Like, he doesn't get upset with her, but he's still like putting an ideal on her. Like, Avad asks her to stay in Meridian, knowing damn well she can't. And he continues to ask. He asks, like, the first meeting we have with him in Horizon Forbidden West is him asking once again for her to stay. And that will forever be soured by him rebounding off of Ursa. And it just... He's a good guy in other things, but that's not okay. Aaron demands more of her than she can give, and then he gets angry and pissy with her. Like, he gets so pissed, and it's like, I understand not knowing where someone has gone, being upset, being worried, but he gets angry with her in Horizon Forbidden West, and then stays angry with her, and they never discuss it. It's never discussed. And believe me, I talked a lot. And it's not there. And that's annoying. They also got really lazy with Aaron's writing in the second. And I hate when people are like, oh, he's stupid. They made him stupid. And it's like, no. He's dyslexic and probably has astigmatism. Because he says, letters and numbers move on him, which is dyslexia. And everything is extra pixelated and fuzzy when he uses the focus. That's astigmatism. And people calling him stupid because those two things drives me up a fucking wall. It's like, check your fucking privilege. And fucking be aware that dyslexia and astigmatism does not make a person stupid. Drives me insane. But Aaron is constantly demanding Aloy to be something that she isn't. Nil sees the inner rage that deep-seated there and just goes, you want to have some moral fun with me? Like, and he never demands anything of her. He jokes about it's not a Karja wedding, like I'm not asking for that. And it's like, he says it in this kind of playful manner, but Aloy immediately relaxes. She immediately is like, okay, that's not what this is. Great, we can just be friends. And every time someone flirts with her, every time someone asks more of her, every time someone asks for romantic, she tenses up and immediately wants to go elsewhere. Like, immediately wants to go elsewhere. And so when Nil is like, I'm not proposing a Karja wedding, calm down, she immediately calms down. She immediately turns to the sass, and it's like, okay, yeah, continue on, let's go do this. And so I ship her with Neil, not even like a romantic ship, but a platonic companion love. And I can see the romantic parts, but I personally, I am more comfortable with her being with Nil or Katalo or even Hikaru. Like, I see the reason of people that ship her with Hikaru. I personally don't, but I can see it. I've heard some really good arguments, but they don't demand more of her than she can give. And when she says, I can't, I don't have the time, I'm aware that there is a mission, but again, time and time again, she says no, and they keep pushing. The people that don't ask or assure her that there isn't an ask, she doesn't run away from. She runs away from everyone that pushes too hard. When Petra comes on too hard, Aloy's about to run, Petra registers that, and Petra backs off. And then they stay friends. But, like, Aloy avoids Aaron. Like, in-game, Aloy avoids him after he's been too pushy. And then the next time they talk, if he's not pushy, she relaxes again. And then he pushes again, and she runs again. Like, stop it. Like, just stop. And it's not, like, there being an official relationship with Aloy's practical clone is just not there. There being an official relationship, period, is depressing. Because it just takes away everything that the games are built on. But I do not see her with Aaron because did I say with Beta? I think I meant Sega. I used to talk really fast. Or I might have said Aaron. I talk really fast. But also, yes, there are people you don't want to know. I wish I didn't know. The things my friends find on Tumblr and send me. No, I just talked really fast and it sounded like that. It's I do not read fanfiction. I am aware it exists. I have friends that read fanfiction. I have friends that tell me interesting things. But I don't read fanfiction. I think it is plagiarism. And I have issues. But I think pairing Aloy with anyone is going to make anyone. That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me in any way, shape, or form. But officially pairing her with someone is going to upset your entire fan base. Everyone that plays these games are going to be upset because everyone has someone that they think Aloy is right for, or there's people that are asexual that don't see Aloy as a sexual person or a romantic person, and it's forcing a pairing with someone in any way, shape, or form is going to upset everyone. They sexuals, they romantics, people that do ship, people that ship platonically, people that ship romantically. You're gonna upset everyone. There is no right answer. But then to make that official pairing, I didn't expect to see a romantic involvement ever. Because anytime someone flirts with her, Aloy has a panic attack. She doesn't like it. It's not just of like in the early on in game, it makes sense of she doesn't know interaction, socialize, she won't really, but later on in the game, she's used to more people, and so she gets a little bit more used to it, but she still has the same reaction. And it's you built in moments of charisma and chemistry and these moments with all your little characters, allowing Aloy to have a wide range of choice, and so your audience has a range of choice. I didn't either. I was glad when it wasn't Varl, But at the same time, Varl and Zoe being together was so ham-fisted. Like, it's like, okay, we're told, okay, they're together now, but we don't see any chemistry between them. We don't, like, it was just like, okay, we're officially pairing Varl not with Aloy. It's like, okay. And then it's, I don't understand. Oh, the games are gorgeous. Settings, character design, the thought put into the costuming, the lore, everything. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Dinosaur machines. Was a dinosaur nerd as a kid. It's all of that is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's stunning. But they should have left official relationships out of it. That's neat. That is pretty cool. Of like looking at a game and going, oh, like I didn't realize where this game was set until the the Frozen Wilds DLC. When we realized, hey, that's Yellowstone. Hey, look, Wyoming. Before then, had no clue. No clue. I didn't fully register it was North America for a while until I started, like, because I would just pick up the data points. I wouldn't read them or listen to them. I just picked them up and kept going. And then I sat, that's cool. Then I sat and I listened and read the data points, and I was like, oh, this is the States. Noted. So cool. But where? And like some of the mountain ranges and everything, I'm like, this has to be out west. But there wasn't like a lot of plains, there wasn't a lot of like flatland, and it's like, I don't think we're on the Great Plains, and if we are, we're really far up there. So the Frozen Wilds putting us smack in Yellowstone, at least for the Frozen Wilds being smack in Yellowstone's. That's cool. But I mean, it gives the plot of Horizon, like the backstory of what happened, is so it speaks for our time. It absolutely is one of the heaviest warning signs and yelling that could be done. And I think shoehorning a romantic relationship with someone that is Aloy's, that's why I said Aloy's clone. Okay. Yeah, I know we go to Las Vegas. Okay, this is when I said Aloy's clone. Seika is Aloy's clone in all things. She's exactly Aloy, but she's whiny. I wasn't talking about Beta. I was talking about Seika being beat for beat another Aloy. Yeah, she's competent. Yeah, and it's like, but we have Talina. Talina is just as competent, but Talina has her own personality. Seika, every cutscene I've seen of Seika feels very much like I'm just watching a whiny version of Aloy. She's not well written. Yeah. I mean, they just reskinned Aloy. Like that's all that Seika is a reskin. It's there's nothing there, and it's like the official statements about why they paired Aloy with Seika are all things, character traits, personality, everything that they talk about of like, oh, this is Seika, and it's like, no, not really. It's also describing Katalo. I know who Beta is. I know she. Okay. Do you know what I'm not talking about Beta being I'm not talking about actual clones. I mean, when I say Seika is Aloy's clone, I don't mean Seika is Aloy's in-game canon lore clone. Seika is beat for beat, yes, character clone. She is beat for beat Aloy, except she's annoying. Because she's whiny. And Aloy isn't whiny. It's watching those two together, it's just a reskinned Aloy. That's all she is. And not in a good way. And the official statement from the creators and writers, it can also be applied to Katalo, and it can be better applied to Katalo, because Katalo doesn't ask Aloy for shit. Like, the only thing he asks of her is if she will help him go get the material to build his arm. That's it. There's no demands when she doesn't have times. There's no expectations when she's too busy. There's no whining and pouting and acting like a child when she's busy. Oh god. That's a great character trait. Aloy is great with that. It's so satisfying. But this goes back to my problem with Eren. The only sun priest that is worth anything is Naman. He's the only one that's worth anything. But this goes back to my problem with Eren. And even Varl. They both do it. Aloy is busy, and in Horizon in Forbidden West, they are fully aware of why she's... Yes. So do I. They are fully aware of why Aloy is busy and on a time crunch. And yet, every time you talk to Eren at the base, he gets whiny with you when you have to leave. Varl does it not to the same extent after being with Zoe, but it still happens. Katalo, on the other hand, is like, here's my report, what's up? Okay, here's advice, here's what I've been doing. Okay, back to business. Like, if they wanted to pair Aloy with a soldier, pair him with fucking Katalo. Like, Katalo is... Katalo is so steady, and he's lost, and he's lost in a way Aloy understands the loss, and this actually really annoys me because the massacre at Barren Light, why did it take so long for Aloy to get involved in the fight? All throughout Zero Dawn, something's happening and Aloy does not wait to watch the fight go down. She gets involved immediately. Why is it all of a sudden Aloy does not get involved until almost everyone is dead in heart? Like, that's not Aloy. Aloy would not sit back and watch. It was so sloppy. It was so crappy. It was so out of character. It was piss poor writing and bad fucking cinematic. And then it's like she doesn't stay to ask. Like, there's no, like, she just on her way. Like, there's all this devastation. She just, like, she should have experienced some PTSD fucking D. It should have fucking happened. She should have experienced PTSD. She should have, like, It should have taken her back to the fucking Proven. Yes. She would have, and she should have. She should have gotten involved the minute that she realized Regala and the rebels were on machines. She should have gotten involved when they started to fire, and she didn't. She waited. They had her wait until I was sitting watching, like, okay, like, I'm gonna, like, right? And it's like everyone was down and dead before they allowed us to move Aloy. And that is really fucking crappy. It sucks. It's bad writing. It is out of character. And then her not staying to, like, help with the dead or, like, ask what, like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make character sense. It doesn't make lore sense. It just doesn't. And if they wanted her to freeze up, they should have fucking shown her having a flashback to the Proving. What Regala did at Barren Light to the Marshals should have 100% sent her back into an active PTSD situation over the Proving. She should have went feral. But they didn't fucking discuss it. They put the Tanakh in. The 10 are active fucking infantry and air force and soldiers, and they gave the Tanakh very much US military soldiers, and they want to pair her with I have no idea who that is. But I don't. Oh, that's sad. Maybe Silence won't be there. Fucking hate his character. It is sad that his actor has passed. That is really sad. But, like, I hate Silence as a character. Maybe they'll kill him off screen. Or have him leave again and just leave them behind. I know he does, and it makes no fucking sense why Aloy would let him after everything that's fucking. Oh. That's another thing that is really fucking stupid. But Barren Light should have been an active trigger for Aloy's PTSD and for her to have a disassociation event. Oh, Silence is wonderfully written. I just fucking hate him. And, you know, I'm not talking like textbook, like, I'm so pissed. I'm aware, but I am so pissed about the lack of, like, we don't see Katalo. All the actors are great. It's the writing and the dev team that I have a few bones to pick with. But I have PTSD for several different fucking reasons. I have had a disassociation panic attack thinking I was back, and it was very something fucking minor. It was not fucking massacre. It was not a war zone. And I wasn't even, like, the situation, it was just being in the same location of what happened was enough to trigger me and almost have me have a complete disassociative meltdown. Barren Light is beat for beat a reenactment of the Proving. They have Aloy do absolutely fucking nothing until we see everyone go down, and then we see her react. But she is not feral. She doesn't go off. She doesn't, like, if they wanted to have it to where Aloy in character does not react, having experienced a dissociative incident and knowing I'm doing it and knowing it's there and trying not to actively fall apart, I think it's fucking shitty writing. It's actively shitty writing because if they wanted to have Aloy not fucking do anything for the entire cinematic of Barren Light and just sit back and watch, they should have shown her like having a panic attack. They give us tinnitus when things go off in her ears and like the hearing and everything. So like they should have had like the tunnel vision, like the hearing, like tinnitus, like her like flashback to the Proving. Like they have the footage. We've seen like she's had flashbacks before. She's had like life flash before her eyes. She should have had the Proving flash. It should have like, and her lose. Thankfully so. But they have Aloy do nothing, then react, and then not care to check to see if there's any survivors, and she just goes. Yes, she checks on Varl, but we don't see her do anything else. She goes into Barren Light, time passes, it's the morning, and she goes. She doesn't ask about anyone. There is no, like, it's a footnote. She doesn't even ask about Fashav. We see nothing. Like, she was, like, supposed to tell Fashav of Avad is looking forward to seeing you. He's missed you. And she doesn't check on him. She doesn't ask. Like, she does, like, there's fucking nothing. Nothing. And I understand depression and debilitation and PTSD and bad coping, but, like, they have shown her time and time again pushing through her pain to look after others and to check on other people. So her not doing it is shitty fucking writing. Her not reacting and for so long and then being perfectly fucking fine. It's not like it was delayed. Neat. I have no idea military ranks. It's gonna go over my head explaining it. Never works. But I've been in a bad car accident and I've been in a really, like, I had a real bad crash out on an e-scooter. I don't know what happened. There is no memory. Like, 1 minute I was going down the road, the next I was pulling myself off the fucking tarmac. But being back at the intersections where the accidents happened, I purposefully never returned to the intersection where my car wreck happened. Like, it took a while to get back in a car and get behind the wheel again. But my accident wasn't my fault. That's bad. Mine fucked up my spine. That's why I have neck issues. Also the airbag broke a fucking rib. I'm sorry. I have Achilles tendon issues. So I feel the things. But it did a lot of more neurological damage than like physical damage to me. But because I could drive and because I wasn't the cause of the accident, it was a little bit easier to. I was able to avoid the intersection where my car accident happened. I am not able to avoid the intersection where the e-scooter accident happened. And even walking past it, being in a car, anything, I freak the fuck out. I am fully aware that, like, if I'm on foot, I'm walking, it's not gonna, like, what happened cannot be recreated. It's just not going to be. That doesn't keep me any calmer or saner until I get past that intersection and somewhere safe where I can sit down and breathe and have my panic attack. But it is an active battle. It's an active fucking fight. And having that experience and watching Aloy have no fucking reaction and them not letting us do shit all while everyone around us dies, when all throughout Horizon Zero Dawn they let us do everything. Oof. That is lucky. But it's shitty writing. It makes me so upset. Like, it makes me absolutely so upset. And I don't. And like, I'm not the only person that thinks her reaction should have been different than what it was. Like, if you're going to have us be caught watching the cinematic and have us stay like that, okay, fine. But make it because she's having... It's a great game. It's the overarching story is good. But as a writer, the fuck-ups are clear. And as someone that has experienced a PTSD dissociation panic attack, I had to actively work through it as I was having an active fucking panic attack and being alone. It's bullshit and bad writing. If they wanted us to be stuck watching the cinematic, they should have made it character relevant and have Aloy actively, like, show us Aloy flashing back to the Proving. It should have been an immense PTSD trigger. And they didn't fucking do that. And it is less. It sucks. It suffers for it. And it's just overall really fucking shitty. And it's bad writing, it's bad character plotting. And it's just aggravating. It's aggravating. They should have They really, really should have shown her having PTSD if they didn't want us to do anything and didn't want us to move and didn't want to hear people bitching about the fucking character hole. Because it is absolutely an inconsistency with Aloy's character. I don't believe in gun usage. I'm a proponent for people having guns and holding them. I don't believe in stockpiling, but I personally will not use a gun. I do not like them. And putting a gun in my hands when I have mental health issues is not a good idea anyway. Nor would I be cleared to own a gun because of my mental health issues. So, doesn't matter.
Looking good.
The Karja are victorious. Again.
But my temper and mental health issues are also why I don't know martial arts. Because I don't need to be learning something that will allow me to hurt others. I have a baseball bat for that. I mean, their guns are in my house. See, now I would hunt, but I wouldn't be skinning things. But I would also use a bow and arrow because lead is poisonous. And bullets do a lot of damage, and it's a waste of hide and the waste. Bullets still do too much damage. If I'm going to hunt, I'm going to use every single piece of that animal. And bullets do far too much damage. I will use a bow and arrow. Not that I can. But I would.
Definitely not scrap.
I just... I don't believe animals should be hunted with guns. And I'm not a vegan or vegetarian. I just believe all life should be respected. Is that supposed to be a joke? As someone with a Native American parent and best friend, not funny. Also, the word vegetarian is culinarian, and 1500s in Europe. Because vegetables don't exist outside of culinary. Like, it's not an actual designation. But the act of only eating plants or eating minimal meat is thousands of years old and is not just a Native American thing. It is also seen in East Asian cultures, Indian, the multiple different cultures, China. It is really about balance, because Ayurveda, which is traditional Indian medicine, is not so much about never eating meat. It's about eating things in balance and taking care of yourself. And if taking care of yourself means for you to eat meat, then eat the fucking meat. It is actually recommended if you are low on iron, if you need those nutrients, it is recommended in Ayurveda for you to eat beef. Eat beef, eat mostly beef. And take care of yourself. Like, if you are low on something, then consume what you are low on, and that will hopefully heal you. If it doesn't, then there's something else wrong, and that needs to be looked into. Vegan is just as old. It modern day vegan, because there's lifestyle vegan and then there's religious vegan, and there are two very different things. Lifestyle vegans, the ones with PETA that bitch and moan and talk nonsense about fucking sheep not being sheared because it's abusive, are the same people that fucking wear synthetics. Like, don't kill the cow. Oh, no. Wear the faux leather. Don't kill the cow. Don't kill the horse. Wear the faux leather. Oh, again. We're for the earth and we're for the environment. But, oh, guess what? All of that synthetic, polyester, plastic fucking crap is killing the fucking animals. It's killing the environment.
Need that.
But no. Don't kill the cow. I also love to point out to those fucking dipshits, that if everyone became vegetarian or vegan and only ever ate fucking plants, then what the fuck are the herbivores and the grazers going to fucking eat? They don't fucking understand that we have genetically bred sheep to need to be sheared. Even the wild sheep have been forced to adapt to requiring that was fun. It is like it is no longer healthy for sheep, even wild sheep, to not be sheared. Like, they have found wild sheep that they had to shear because they've mixed and we've contaminated and edited their genetic makeup so much. And horses don't actually need to be shoed. But Westerners think they do. And then other people picked it up, and it's really, really fucking stupid. Really stupid. They do not need to be shoed. Yep. Anytime I see something isn't that non-genetically modified sticker, I laugh hysterically. Because everything's been genetically modified. Like, absolutely everything has been genetically modified. There is no such thing.
That'll help.
There is a non-genetically modified sticker, label thing on, cuties, those little orange, the easy to peel seedless oranges, and I laugh my ass off. I have pissed, people off by pointing out that if it is easy to peel and seedless, then it has been genetically modified. But no. And it's like, we have done so much, and people are like, the people that are like, we're gonna eat paleo. And it's like, the things that our Paleolithic ancestors ate no longer exist in the world. So you can't. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, it is. The abuse is absolutely fucking disgusting. And like, I know logically that we cannot stop having pets. Like, the world over cannot suddenly let go of their
Check it out
pets.
later.
That is another form of animal abuse. Don't do that. But at the same time, like, having a pet, how we got there and having that pet is abusive. Like, I don't mean people that abuse their pets. I mean an innate. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's I had a pocket puggle, a pocket pug. It's there was nothing small about him, and his asthma was worse than mine. It was so bad, and we couldn't give him anything for it because nothing helped. Nothing eased his pain. And it's just so it hurt. It's painful. It hurts. It is. But like, I'm not saying that people with pets should suddenly get rid of their pets. No, don't do that. If you do, I'm gonna have things to say. But I think if you don't have pets, that not getting a pet would be
Hardy little plant.
the better thing to
You'll
do. Now, if you find a rescue and a pet, rescue the fucking pet. Like, yeah, definitely rescue the pet. Like, don't leave them there. But like, I've had rescue pets. I've had several pets. We had a small little bunny farm because we found 2 rabbits and then they bred, and then a family friend found another rabbit and we took it, and then we had 2 female rabbits and a male rabbit, and so we had a lot of fucking rabbits. But like, we've also had like rescue turtles. Yeah, about that there were about 30 in the warren at any given time. We also had a lot of cats. We had at one point, I think when I was done making the paper, it was 20 generations of the same cat family. Like, it was all from one matriarch, and then we had like generations.
over for you.
Yorkies are so adorable. They're so yappy though. But like, and I say rescue pets because there's some animals that should not be pets. There are people that I've seen with magpies and crows and ravens and fucking foxes and like endangered foxes, and I'm like, that's not a pet, that is a fucking crime. And it's like, okay, rescue, like, if it's caught in something human made, rescue the damn fucking animal. But after you've checked it, after you've healed it, put it back in the fucking wild. Like, take it to an animal reserve. There are places for it to be. Lovely. Lovely. My dogs would have killed a fucker. And they were not violent dogs. They were not trained to be violent. They were not by nature, personality-wise, violent dogs. But if someone came into the house that they did not know, that did not come inside along with us, then person was going to be hurt. My dog Chomper actually hurt a family friend that was play wrestling with me and dropped me on my couch. And because I yelped loudly, Chomper bit them. And it was someone that Chomper knew and had known for years. Like, they rented the upper apartment from us. So, like, they lived with us for months, and Chomper still chomped her. So,
It's always
like,
the
we've
ones you least
had
expect that
some
cause you
really good animals. It's kind of funny. My first cat thought it was a bird. It liked to eat birdseed. My first dog that I don't remember, but she was my first dog, was a Dalmatian. She died of something. She got really sick, and we had to put Chomper down because she had seizures and she was going blind, and it was really bad. She refused to live anywhere but at the top of the stairs, and we were terrified that she was going to fall. And putting her down was the less painful option. And then I am pretty sure my piece of shit neighbor killed my husky. And if I were to ever have proof, I would murder that child. I call her a child, but she's a teenager. She's a child compared to me. I would murder her. I would flip my fucking shit. But I've also gone after kids in the neighborhood for going after my pets. I had this really heavy oaken walking staff, and kids were coming up into our yard fucking with our pets, and I went after them with this walking stick. I was 17 at the time. They were like 10.
I'd have to ditch something.
That's kind of fun. But I don't, there are several things I just don't tolerate, and animal abuse is one of them, and it drives me insane. It really does. Watch her. I need to sell a lot of shit, but it's all things that I don't want to get rid of because I don't want to harvest it all again. Oh. Yeah, but it's my resource pack that's full, not my modification.
None so deadly as red moth. You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Take a look at these wares.
What am I buying? Oh, Blastling. Oh, more metal shards. Yes, my resource pouch is fully upgraded, and it's full because it's full of things that I need to trade. Kill machines with proximity bombs. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm not overburdened on weapons. And I don't keep the green weapons. See, that's all my weapons. That's all my outfits. Make sure my tutorials. Okay. Damage. Handling and damage. Yeah, I'm aware. But I need tearing. I don't have any tearing coils, really? Yeah, I'm aware. But I like ripping, I like having a tear coil on my blastling because I use them for the really heavy big machines, and if I can rip off components and weapons, because I always put the sticky bombs on Ravager guns, the tearing is tearing would be nice. I don't want to use you. I want to use you. Okay. And I hate those fucking things. Of course, those fucking things. Okay. And I double checked. Okay. What the fuck? I hate when I do that. Okay. Blah, blah. What can I sell? No idea. I only have 100 blaze canisters now. I have 10 watcher lenses. Get rid of those. Uh,
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
no, I don't have the golden one yet. I don't even remember who sells it. No, I haven't gotten to the lodge yet, and I probably can't do the lodge quest because I can't do the hunter quests because this is easy mode and there aren't enough machines to do the hunter's trials. I'm annoyed. So I'll do that next round. Freeze robots, weak to freeze damage. Trampler's fellow. Breakers. You're more fun. Rattler. No. The OCD does what the OCD wants. When a game has multiple difficulties, I have the compulsive perfectionist need to start at the lowest, play it all the way through, and then new game plus my way through all the difficulty levels. There's a reason there's over 1,000 hours into this game. Ow.
The longer this split with the shadow card lasts, the more prices.
But nope. Mm.
Fine goods for a fair price. Don't pass up these goods.
Oh, wonderful! Oh, that's nice. Glad I stopped for a minute.
Arrested two for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
The old ones once built metal cities. Now they're nothing
Mm.
else. Jiran soldiers would cut off anyone who got in their path. With Avad, I feel protected.
It's a bit frivolous.
Mm. Not really. Today's standards, Western standards of what
Girls from down the road.
muscle beauty is are unrealistic to the actual human body. You would have definition, but not exaggerated. And it wouldn't be bulky. Bulky actually gets in the way and takes away from stamina. Well, she would... It actually depends. Because you have to think dietary, not just... Like, she would have... It is really hard to explain. There is a fine line between... Because being fit because you exercise is not the same as being fit because you move all the time. And even if you move all the time, you still need to exercise. And there are different things that you need and should do. It's but we know what their diet is limited to, so she wouldn't be overly defined or overly built. It would be a subtle She would have upper arm strength. Maybe. Because I keep... They have boar, goose, fish, fox, rabbit, raccoon. I hope they don't eat the rats. Fucking bots. She would definitely have a strong back and a strong grip. I we don't see enough how anyone eats in this game to not have a clear idea of the line between
Done.
diet and movement. And because we don't have a clear enough line, we don't know if there's deficiencies in their diet. We don't. We don't know if, like, the Nora in Meridian, not Meridian, the Nora in Mother's Crown, Mother's Heart, yeah, but you can be all that, you can be lean, and you can still be anorexic. Whether purposefully or not, you can still have a deficient diet. And because we don't see Aloy eat ever,
Shut down.
we don't know what her actual muscle ratio is. We just don't see her eat. Oseram are built heavy because they move a lot, but we also know they drink a fuck ton. We don't see her eat berries. We see her heal herself. That's not the same thing. Not when it comes to culture and food customs. Avad is tiny. The Shav is not. Katalo is tall as fuck. Why are all the Sky Clan actually that tall? I don't actually understand. It doesn't quite make sense to me. Hikaru being that tall doesn't make sense to me. No, you don't understand what okay. A game mechanic is not seeing characters eat. It is a game mechanic to consume things from the pouch to heal. That is a game mechanic. We don't see her sit down with anyone and eat. So therefore, we do not know what her eating habits are. We don't see anyone sit down and eat. We see the Oseram sit down and drink. And we're told they drink a shit ton. All the Oseram are built heavy. But not fully heavy in a way that's just straight muscle. Like, they have muscle, yes, because they work forges, but they're also not well built. Yes, we see her sit and drink with Petra. That is not eating. We do not see Aloy consume food at any point in time. We harvest food. She says, well, thou save, that'll be whatever. She makes comments, but we do not see her sit and have a meal. We do not see her sit and eat food with Rost, with Varl, with Zoe, with Katalo, with anyone. The only time we ever have seen her eat is the first little mission with the cook. What's the name of it? Yes, but we don't. I am a writer. From a writer-creator perspective, we do not see her actually eat. They have food mechanic. There are no cutscenes other than just one of her eating a dish, and it's a quest dish. We see that, and that's it. That's all we see. We don't see people sit down together and eat. There is not a scene in which Aloy or anyone else sits and actually eats. We see no consumption of food. We see bowls on the table, and we see drinks. Drinking goblets and stuff. We see cups. Nothing else. We don't know if the Nora prefer boar and rabbit. And rabbit is not very filling. We don't know what actual supplementaries they have. We see that the kids gather berries, but we don't know how they make, what they do with the berries. We don't know if it's jams, if it's just the berries themselves. We don't know if it's put into tinctures, if it's like tea. We don't know if those are healing berries. They could not even be eating berries. Not all berries are things. Rabbit is not very nutritional. So we're told Odd Grade eats rabbits because that's what Aloy got for her. And so, but we're also told Odd Grade has to have strong arms to go up and down the overlook every day. So, okay, yes, but what else is her dietary? And your dietary reflects what your muscles can do. Your diet reflects what your body looks like. All their Oseram, except for very few, have beer guts. They have strong arms, but they don't climb. I'm a writer. I'm a writer. I'm also an anorexic. I think about food and diet and exercise and trying to stay healthy and what that would look like every single day, nonstop. I think about it in my sleep. But these are thoughts. Okay. But you said Aloy would be ripped, and I started thinking about the dietary. We don't have the proof. We don't know, like, we know logically because she does all these things, but we don't know what their diets actually look like. We never see her sit down and eat, so therefore, she could not eat properly. She could be a ticking time bomb. Yeah, she'll save the world, but she'll collapse because she's not eating enough. Like, your body can endure a lot. You'd be surprised what you can live through and what you can do to yourself. But at the end of the day, we don't see what anyone in this game consumes. We are told different things. The clothing is fascinating. It's great. Shorthand, but we don't know the details. We have bits and pieces, but not enough to say anything for sure. So while on one hand, logically, we could think that Aloy would be well muscled and well built, we don't actually have proof. We don't. And there are some things like her falls, game mechanic, wave it away because she's not hurt by all the falls that you can accidentally take. That's game mechanic, that's just game logic and you ignore it. But when you want to think of, in reality, what a character would look like, you have to think of dietary. You have to think of what do they consume. She does. Yeah. You have to think of what a person would consume and what that looks like. Like, I don't physically look my weight. I don't physically look like I'm anorexic, but I have been anorexic for 24 years now. It was exactly 24 years on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. So I know how little you can subsist on, but I also know that I have to take supplements because my body doesn't produce everything it should because I have thoroughly destroyed it. Like, yes, I'm active. Yes, I do this and that, and I work out and I stretch and I do yoga. But at the end of the day, I know that my body internally isn't actually as healthy as I appear to people. People don't believe I'm anorexic. People don't believe I'm the weight I am. But I am.
Long day.
So,
longer night ahead, most likely.
Thinking about what your diet isn't something. There is a great misconception over what the body actually does and goes through when you go on a diet, as in a losing weight diet. It's a lie. Your body will always revert back. If you restrict calories, your body is still burning everything. If you lower what you eat, and calories come from absolutely every fucking thing you eat, and everything turns into carbohydrates. So cutting out bread is fucking nonsensical bullshit. It's absolutely everything you eat turns into carbohydrates. It is. It is. I've walked right into a fucking bandit camp. It's not a full bandit camp, it's just these four. How I missed him, I don't know. But when you restrict what you eat, because your actual diet is what you eat. So if you restrict what you eat, okay, you'll lose weight for that point, But as soon as you start eating normal again, or as soon as your body hits the limit of what it will tolerate, it will bounce back. There is no such thing as restrictive eating weight loss. All you're doing is starving yourself and you're hurting your body. That's it. That's all there is. It's everyone has a baseline weight that is what their body is going to revert to, no matter what you do. Mine ranges from 130 to 150, no matter what I do. Even when I don't fucking eat anything for months, it still stays within that range, which means that people don't believe I'm anorexic. Because I don't fucking quote unquote look anorexic, which is stigmatizing bullshit.
Need to keep the upper hand.
I swear whoever came up with Snapmos is a Steve Irwin fan. But it just... When you restrict calories, when you restrict what you intake, you're restricting your body. Oh, so much detail. They're beautiful. For example, if you cut out carbohydrates, which are largely believed to only be found in bread. Again, people are stupid.
Save these for the trail.
I had not noticed that, but I don't get that close. But say that you want to lose weight, and so you cut out carbohydrates.
Good for an old remedy.
You cut out bread. Now, everything that you eat, turns into carbohydrates after you eat it. And carbohydrates turn into sugar. Your body needs sugar to fucking exist. And people that fucking eat keto are stripping all the salt from their body and from their brains. So they are actively killing themselves because they are stripping their brain of its nutrients. Everything you consume is medicine. everything. And if you take medicine away from your body and you don't maintain it, then you get sick and your body starts to degrade. And your body's homeostasis starts to swing in the wrong direction. And then your body just stops producing the things that it needs. And then you have to take supplements all your life. Because you don't make vitamin D, and you don't make vitamin C, and you can't take anything that would cause an uptake in your serotonin because you've gone too long and your body doesn't handle it anymore. And so you can't take pain relief or anything anti-inflammatory because anti-inflammatories raise your serotonin. So you will not be eating turmeric. You will not be eating anything that is anti-inflammatory. And if you have an inflammatory issue, they're usually gut issues, then you're fucking screwed because guess what? If you eat something that you are lucky. But I don't just mean being I don't just mean getting sick like a cough, cold, flu. I mean your body breaking down on you. Because turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. It is good for your joints and bones if you're prone to inflammation, and swelling. Turmeric is used in a lot of curries, a lot of spices, Indian food. Turmeric is prescribed by bone doctors and joint doctors when you flame up a lot. But if you have serotonin issues where your body doesn't handle serotonin in any way, shape, or form, and while you have low serotonin, even the smallest pinch of serotonin can cause your serotonin to overdose because you overdose on the serotonin,
There.
even with the smallest fucking measure of it. There are a lot of different kinds of curry. Okay, for example, anti-inflammatory foods include blueberries, blackberries, cherries, spinach, kale, broccoli, peppers, sweet potatoes, avocados, olive oil, walnuts, almonds, salmon, sardines, mackerel, anchovies, oats, brown rice, lentils, black beans, turmeric, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, rosemary, dark chocolate, green tea, yogurt, and kimchi. Okay. I have serotonin issues. Very little anything that will uptake my serotonin will cause my body to overdose on serotonin, which means that if I eat almonds, I cannot touch, it's like 3 almonds. That's it. I can no longer consume garlic. I can't consume cinnamon. I can't consume ginger or turmeric. I have to watch how much oats I have. Like if I have a bowl of oatmeal, that is my serotonin for the next 3 days. And I mean a small bowl. That is all I can consume. If I have a portion of broccoli, I have to make sure that that's all that I have. There is no second portion of broccoli. And it is like the amount of green tea I can have is a whiskey tumbler, like a small whiskey tumbler. It has been hard, let me tell you, but garlic makes me not only drastically ill now, but my body overdoses on the serotonin. It's small little minute, like it feels like I am on just straight oxygen and I'm like on speed, and I have never done drugs, but like I'm wired. My eyes dilate out the wazoo. It is really, really bad. It is called an overdose because your body acts like you have overdosed on something. I have had one large episode of serotonin syndrome, serotonin overdose, and I've had 2 very minor incidences, but I cannot have a repeat. It will fry my brain and I will die. And that's just not an option. I thought I got you. Did I not get you? Oh, I don't like you being hurt. I hate when I think I've gotten a clean kill and the machine hasn't actually died.
I thought they'd go on forever.
But I have to watch what I take. Which means if I eat those 2 almonds and I've had a thing of broccoli, like a small itty bitty little bit of broccoli and a little bit of oatmeal. If I have that bowl of oatmeal, then that means if I get hurt or my period starts and my cramping is severe, if I have to choose, do I want to take a painkiller and get rid of my cramps, or do I want that bowl of oatmeal? And that is something that isn't just for that day, it's for the next week.
Just stay out of the way for now. I can't kill anyone else.
That was fun. Now, can I pick them back up? I can. Neat.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
It's weird for this to be full. Ooh, show walkers. That's definitely responsible. Oh, that's so funny. Fucking killed my fucking ride, fucker. Oh, that hurt. I don't.
Can smell the new day on the wind.
Any others? What the fuck is looking at me? Are you kidding me?
I hear something in that grass.
I'm aware, but those are bandits. And those are broadheads. And I need metal shards. I'm here. Also need a new ride. Boop. Come on. I made my machine run away. Now I'm annoyed. I mean, I don't need it to catch the machine myself, but you know, it's fun.
Should have brought a cart.
No, I didn't want a Strider. You'll do. I wanted a Charger. Broadhead. I prefer broadheads. Broadheads are more fun. Come on.
Clear that up later. A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in. Hardy little plant. You'll help. It looks like there was a scuffle here, but no body. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went. The Shadow Karja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Where's Neil when you need him? How an arrow got through that helmet, I
You
will
can see
never
them.
know.
They can't see you.
Man down!
The arrow meets the skin. That's what I'll be. I don't get how these arrows are going through helmets, but you know.
Got a bad feeling.
Should. Oh, oh, that was. Oh, oh, that was through the dick. Oh. Ooh, that must hurt. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Nothing. Gotta calm my nerves.
That was satisfying. Right in
This one's already going cold.
He wouldn't be. I just shot him. This is a stupid comment. He move? No? No, 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 no. You're not gonna let me. Do, 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 do.
Can breathe again.
Driving myself mad.
Can't get much hotter. I hope.
Look alive. Don't let her get past you while you gape like fools.
How did I miss him walking by? Still makes no sense.
Full already. I've gotten Hassan all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble.
See someone up there?
What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Regroup, Large! Regroup!
Show no weakness!
That was fun.
This'll do. No room. Kindeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
Are we gonna rappel down? Which way? Where did you go? Please say we're rappelling down, because I love rappelling. Ooh, we are. How did they leave that on you? That makes no sense. That logically makes no sense.
Kindeev told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravan. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
Beg a high blood for help? Ugh. But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
I can always use these.
The machine's anger grows, and only the Sun King can save us from it.
I'd like an opportunity to share a drink with Aaron. There's a man who was not Under King Gerard.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame. A man named Nassan came to see all this.
Do I really want that? No. No, I don't, because I don't wear it. Okay. So...
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
The Sun Priest chants make me think of Gregorian chant.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy. I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Baby. You're so squishy. Right. Is the back of his head shaved? It kinda... Kinda? I cannot tell. Highly annoying.
Don't let me delay you any longer. Meet Erend at the warehouse.
Yeah, the back of his head looks shaved. Still don't understand why they made Bishop white.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Not right now.
The Shadow Project can take down Ursa.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
This is the place? You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you!
How did that work? That would not have worked.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
It's a bomb, all right. Well crafted. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. Something's dripping from the ceiling.
Aaron, please scooch.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force. I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
He looks so funny with his mullet smushed.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Guards, bring water, or a fire might spread to the Hunter's Lodge.
I thought we were at peace.
Can
You
I
that blast?
interest you in a reasonable
under attack?
share of a lucrative opportunity?
What happened? I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Not what I imagined when I was a boy. But it's decent work keeping the city safe.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace. Dervahl.
Wish I could...
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
Got too much already.
Oh, Avad, baby.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
There! I see something!
Oh, fuck.
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and rabbits. Savage is nothing. Stop to hear it.
Fucking set you on fire, you motherfuckers.
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
They're hidden.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks!
Yeah, this is useful. No space.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
I've got a pair of sturdy Osram hands, and I know how to put them to use. There'll always be work for me.
There's a guard under the last gate.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, I'm busy. I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working. Ha ha! It's funny to pester the tinker in the cage. What a laugh.
There should have been a, like, that's so stupid.
Don't ask me where to go with the boss. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
They should have... They should have had her talk about... Where do I fucking go? They should have had her talk about, like, understanding, because his wife and kid, like, that's...
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Let's talk it over.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live
Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
Nope.
You did with Derval.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Derval?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
Well...
I know, you gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master, all before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. And now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even 2.
2? Huh. Well, she likes me.
Ow. No, for a very exceptionally uncomfortable conversation.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You're strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You're your own woman, just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel, how I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising. Shall we talk some more?
I have to go.
I understand.
Hmm.
sun's coming up.
I'm hungry. I have college coursework to do. I probably won't be streaming this game again until tomorrow. Maybe later. I will possibly be streaming again tonight. Have to check. Okay. Hi.